he blames the fact that he can't act like an adult because he doesn't have people to tell him what to do. But he's an adult. He shouldn't have to have people tell him what to do.
All right, sir, are you Byron Jamal Morris? And Mr. Morris was previously in court, entered pleas of true to counts 2, 3, and 5 in a motion to adjudicate on probation for the second-degree felony offense of burglary of a habitation. I've received an updated pre-sentence report. Have you both received and reviewed that report?
We have, Your Honor.
Yes, Judge.
Are there any additions or corrections to the report?
No, Your Honor.
Not from the state.
All right, and so, Mr. Smith, you've got witness with regard to other allegations?
Yes, Judge. In relation to count number 1, as well as
Actually, Judge, count number 4, I think we're going to change real quick because he did admit to the probation officer that he was intoxicated, but on a different date than the arrest. So I think we can change that to a true.
So let me go through it then. So, Mr. Morris, you pled not true to counts 1 and 4. Count 1 alleges you committed that new offense of public intoxication November 6th of 2025. And in that case, you still want to remain with your
That's still
not true. And then count 4 alleges that you failed to abstain from the use of any and all intoxicating substances, including alcohol, and that you admitted to using alcohol on September 15th of 2025. And is that true or not true?
Yes, ma'am.
It's true?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so I will change your plea in count number 4 to true. And Mr. Smith, you have witness with regard to count 1.
yes, Judge.
You may call your first witness.
State Falls Officer Jensen.
Yeah, if you'll just kind of slide around a little bit. We'll just do this informally. Thank you, sir.
Right.
Good morning. If you'll please raise your right hand, do you swear or affirm the testimony you're going to give in this hearing will be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth? Thank you. You may proceed.
Would you state your name for the record and spell it for the court?
Officer Michael Jansen, first name Michael, Michael, last name Jansen, Jantzen.
And how are you employed?
I'm employed by the Beaumont Police Department.
And what is your occupation?
I'm a police officer.
How long have you been a police officer?
A year and around 3 months.
Are you a certified police officer in the state of Texas? What training have you received to become a certified police officer?
I've been through the basic police officer.
Can I ask y'all both to speak up? Your back's kind of to the court reporter as well. Thank you.
And what do you do? You said you're a patrol officer?
Yes.
What is a duty job description for a patrol officer?
General patrol, respond to calls for service, any number of calls throughout a shift. Could be honestly anything.
Okay. Were you working in that capacity on November 6th of 2025?
Yes, sir.
And about 11:38 in the evening, did you receive a dispatch?
Yes, sir.
And what, if anything, did you do as a result of that dispatch?
Immediately began operating my department issued patrol car in that direction and arrived on scene.
Okay. What did you observe when you got there? And describe for the court what location we talking.
Yes, sir. 4705 Magnolia. It's the Swift gas station. They're dispatched there in reference to a person who was asleep at a game machine inside of that gas station. We arrived on scene, entered the gas station, and observed a person asleep at the game machine. Attempted to arouse him by verbal stimulus. I then reached onto his chest and provided a physical stimulus to his chest. He did not wake up. At that point, he woke up after a few more conversations between my partner and I, and he woke up, immediately smelled of alcohol emitting from his broken person, observed bright glassy eyes, and we stood him up. We walked him up, to the police car and observed the unsteady gait as well.
Okay. In your opinion, did he appear to be impaired or intoxicated?
Yes, sir.
And did you feel like that was from alcohol and or other substances?
Yes, sir.
Was he impaired to the point that he appeared to be a danger to himself and to others?
Being that location is in a very high crime area in the city of Beaumont, I absolutely believe so.
And do you see the person that you encountered on November 6th of 2025 at the Swift gas station here in the courtroom.
Yes, sir.
Would you point to him and identify an article of clothing that he's wearing?
An orange jumpsuit.
Gonna let the record reflect he has identified the defendant in this case.
The record will so reflect.
And did you place him under arrest for public intoxication on that?
Yes, sir. I did.
That's what was said.
Thank you. Mr. Rojas?
So he was in a high crime area, and that makes him a danger to himself or others.
Yes, sir. Being that he was asleep in that gas station that I've responded to several calls there for violent crimes, he was unable to be aroused by myself and another officer. I believe that somebody could have stolen any number of items from him or assaulted him or been a victim of any other
What was the original call for?
person asleep at a game machine.
Nobody said anything about anybody being violent or any fighting or anything like that, right?
Not at that time.
Okay. Was there ever at all during this call?
Not during that call, no, sir.
Okay. And when you were finally able to wake him up, he wasn't argumentative or disruptive with you, was he?
He woke up as a person would, surprised that there was 2 police officers. I feel like that's a normal reaction. That, all of a sudden there's 2 police officers with their, presence right there. But I was able to take him in handcuffs immediately, based off of that reaction. Just felt alone.
And you said you did the chest, what's it called? The chest rub?
Like a sternum rub.
The sternum rub? Most people wake up immediately from that, don't they?
Yes,
Even intoxicated people.
general in my experience.
In your experience, do you know of any kind of, what would cause, when you said he did not immediately wake up from that? What in your experience would cause somebody to not wake up immediately from that? If you know.
Any number of intoxicants in their system.
Okay. Could it also be due to seizures maybe?
I'm not.
You don't know about that? Okay. You'll agree with if anybody in a high crime area is in a little bit of danger, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay. I'll pass a witness.
Anything
No
else?
other questions, Judge.
Any objection to Officer Jansen being excused?
There you are.
Thank you for being here, sir. Any other witnesses?
No, Judge.
Right, argument with regard to count 1.
I can call Mr. Morris, now, Judge?
On count 1?
Yes.
Sure, raise your right hand the best you can. Do you swear or affirm the testimony you're going to give in this hearing will be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth? Right, go ahead.
Byron, you heard the officer's testimony, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay, and you and I have talked about this before, about count 1, right?
Yes, sir.
Tell the judge, were you intoxicated on that night?
No, sir.
Okay. Why were you asleep on that night?
I think I had a seizure on the machine.
Okay, and you are prone to seizures, aren't you?
Yes, sir.
And in fact, I think that's in the updated PSI that you do have seizures, and the probation department knows about that.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now, the officer says he smelled some alcohol. Why would he be smelling alcohol on your breath?
The only thing I kind of remember was I might have had an open container in the car. But I really don't remember.
Okay. So you admit that you might have been drinking alcohol on that night,
Might have, yes, sir.
but you don't think you were intoxicated?
No, sir.
On November 6th of 2025. So, with regard to sentencing, Mr. Rojas?
Judge, Mr. Morris has been on probation since 2016. I think his probation has actually expired since March. It appears that from March of 2016, he was doing well until that first motion to revoke was filed in October of 2020. Notable, I think, as you can see from the updated PSI, at that time, he had some support of both of his parents, who unfortunately passed away, I think the following year, 21, when Mr. Morris at that point was sent over to safety relapse in March of 21. And then it looks like at that point his parents passed away. He went from March 21 to December of 23 until the second motion to revoke was filed based on a new offense that was ultimately dismissed. And that motion was resolved by jail sanctions and continued on probation. And that brings us to this new motion, which is filed from, I think in February of this year, with the new allegations. So he's been on probation for 10 years. Other than this new PI, he hasn't committed any new offenses, even though one was alleged. That case was dismissed in 23. it's unfortunate, I think, that his parents passed away because it looks like they were the support for him. They were able to give him some guidance while he was on probation. He was doing well while they were alive. And even after they passed away, other than administrative violations and this new admitted drug use and alcohol use, which is serious. I understand those are violations of probation, but he seemed to be doing well until this new motion was filed. I don't know what we can do with him, Judge, because probation's expired. My recommendation, or I guess what we would ask the court to do is to let this time that he's been in jail serve as sanctions and let his probation expire.
All right, thank you. Mr. Smith?
Judge, I believe the recommendation of the probation officer is absolutely spot on. I think he's taken advantage of the court's leniency. We've sent him to Safe P twice. He's been in drop. He's done the moral recognition therapy. He has not gotten any benefit from all the programs that have been offered and completed. He blames the fact that he can't act like an adult because he doesn't have people to tell him what to do, but he's an adult. He shouldn't have to have people tell him what to do. He's been given every opportunity, and just letting it expire would be not justice in this case. We believe that probation should be revoked and he should be sentenced to time in TDC, understanding that he will get credit for the time that he successfully completed Safe P. So we would ask for a significant amount of time in prison.
Thank you, Mr. Smith. Mr. Block's here, and you have your updated report. Is there anything else that you would like to add, sir?
No.
All right, thank you. Mr. Morris, Mr. Smith is absolutely correct. I'm looking back at that original PSI, and the original PSI wasn't even agreed. It was a cap of 8 years in prison. And on that day, I gave you the opportunity for this probation, and you have had multiple. This is your third motion to revoke. So it hasn't all gone well. And the fact that you've been given those opportunities at Safe P twice and you're still doing what you're doing, I'm going to again I'm finding count 1 true, find that you entered your pleas of true to counts 2 through 5 freely and voluntarily, find those counts true, find sufficient evidence to find you guilty, and at this time find you guilty of burglary of a habitation. You're lucky that the agreement in this is for a cap of 5 years. You know, the cap went down from the original, which is usually doesn't happen. I'm going to follow this agreement, but you're very lucky. I'm going to sentence you to a term of 5 years in the institutional division of the Texas Department of Corrections. You will receive credit on that sentence for any time that you've been in custody that the law gives you the right to receive. I'm going to hand you the trial court certification that shows this was an agreement that I followed, and so you waived your right to appeal. I've also handed you a written admonishment regarding your ineligibility to possess a firearm or ammunition. Because of the judgment entered against you, you're ineligible under Texas law to possess a firearm or ammunition. Possession of a firearm or ammunition could lead to charges against you. If you have any questions about the laws that make you ineligible to possess a firearm or ammunition, or about how long that lasts, you can talk with Mr. Rojas. All right, good luck to you. You can go back.